How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Walking Dead Rick Grimes movies and going over a theory on how Rick will look and act come the time we see him next. So without further ado, let's get into this. The Old Man Carl theory had been an idea for the show for quite some time, up until the point Carl actually died. Now this theory could still occur in the comic, but for the show, that theory's dead. Well, at least for that character. What about the Old Man Rick theory? At the beginning of Season 9 of The Walking Dead, we see Rick with a shaved-down head and thick gray beard similar to his comic counterpart. Now, if the events of the first Rick Grimes movie takes place after the 6-year time skip, Rick would have to look drastically different. For one, Rick could have long hair again, and it could be a lot grayer in color. His beard could also be longer with even more gray tones in it. To see an older version of Rick Grimes would be pretty neat in my opinion, especially compared to his Season 1 self when he had short brown hair and no beard. Rick would not only look different in these movies after the 6-year time skip, but he'd also act pretty different. Would Rick still be the person we saw in Season 9, or would he be similar to the Season 5 version of the character, killing anyone who stands in his way without hesitation? Depending on who he's with, he might not have a moral compass with him, like a Morgan or Michonne character. He could be in a really dark place and not have any way of getting out of it. By the end of the first movie, what if Michonne reunites with Rick? Would he even care? Rick had become crazy and deranged after being away for so long, isolated. I think this trilogy of movies will explore a side to Rick we haven't really seen before, a broken, completely insane version, someone who doesn't value anything anymore, not even his family. At the end of the movie trilogy, we could see Rick live on his own and become a lone walker, which I don't want to get into the lone walker theory too much right now since that's a whole other thing to tackle, but I suggest watching George Drake's video on that, which I'll leave down in the description below if you want to know more about it in greater detail. But I do think it is possible Rick could leave his family after being so mentally damaged and just be on his lonesome, similar to what the Old Man Carl's theory stated. This could even be how The Walking Dead ends. A broken version of Rick leaves his family, gets bit, and then the series ends with him being an old lone walker. Obviously, it'd be a really dark ending, but still could happen. This Old Man Rick theory explains a reason why the lone walker theory could come true. Personally, I don't want this theory to come true, but I do want to see a different version of Rick. Whether that be his appearance or personality, these Rick Grimes movies will impact the character in such different ways that it will be definitely exciting to see how everything plays out. But anyway, guys, do you think Rick will look different in these movies, or do you think he'll act differently? Let me hear all of that down in the comments below, and if you guys liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Boop.